Hey guys, welcome back to Butlers Customs. All right, 2026 first build off the rank. So this one's a pretty personal one. This build is for my dad's 70th birthday. So little Yamaha Virago 250. Dad's always wanted a custom motorcycle, and I thought we're going to surprise him by customizing his bike. So he knows it's getting customized, but he has no idea what I'm going to do to it. He's given me free rein. All I know is he likes like a baby blue color, which is similar to his brother's old bike that passed away, but that is it. So it is up to me to design it, build it, and we're going to surprise him at the end. So watch along, guys, and if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and thanks to everyone that already has. We really, really appreciate the support, guys. You're absolute legends, and let's get into it. Alright guys, so I got this thing stripped. I'm going to take this muffler off because this muffler actually is fake. So I don't know if anyone knew that, but this one works, and tucked in behind that one, there's another one that tucks down and joins in down the bottom. So this is actually doing nothing. So we're going to take that off. I've got the rear blinkers off now, obviously the seat's off. They've got these big air filter on the side, and then they had another one on this side, which looks like this. And they just look ridiculous. Dad hates them, as do I, so they're gone. Tail lights obviously off now. So I'm going to work on designing the back end. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We have got the tank all dented up, so the sides are all dented in now. I've got my flush mount cap mounted, so if I grab that out of here, that'll screw in like so, and then push and turn. So that's all done. Both sides are dented in now and sanded, ready for filler. I got one little crack, or one little pinhole in there, so I welded that up. So that's all sorted now, so it's time to put some filler in it. Looking good, I'm stoked. Alright guys, so I am up to the stage where I'm making this tail light. So customizing it, I should say. So as you know, I painted the lens. I might give that one more coat, I've decided, because it's a little bit see-through, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So basically, this light had just a single filament, long sort of fuse-like globe. And I need to put a stop tail light globe in it instead of what would have been an 18 watt side marker light globe. So I stole this one out of, and it's got 2 pins, stop tail. Oh, I can't even speak today, I'm that tired. So I took this out of an old light, but then I just went to get a globe and I managed to find a plastic globe holder. So I've dug this section here out, I've put that holder into it, and now I've got a LED stop tail light globe. So this thing's going to be bright as hell. So I'll put it all together and then I'll show you how it works. Alrighty, I've done one coat of candy on that lens to make sure that we keep the cops happy, but now I've got to do the second coat and that should be enough. I don't want to go too dark because then obviously the light's not going to shine through the lens. So tank is primed up. I've just got to make a couple of little touch-ups around these edges. Rear fender is all primed up and smoothed off, and our front fender's up there. So as soon as they dry tomorrow, I'll be able to do those last tiny repairs on the tank, and I'll get started on painting the fenders tomorrow. And let's see how this thing looks with some colour on it. Alright guys, first coats are down. So now I've got those on, they're drying. This is going to be a little bit later. So we're going to put some pearl over the top now. And this, even though it looks white, will come out that nice blue colour. So let's get this happening. And see how we go. Rightio guys, that's the first coat of clear down. So we went the blue, then we went the pearl, and now we've got our first coat of clear down. It looks sexy as. So he wanted it baby blue, he's got it, and this light doesn't even do it justice, to be honest with you. So we'll get some good photos when she's all done. So a couple more coats of clear, and then maybe I might add some pinstriping on it and stuff. I think I might, but we'll see. We'll see once it's all back together how it looks. So I still got to do this tank here. Just waiting for that primer to dry, so we'll get onto that in a minute. All right, now we can see the color. Looks sick. So stoked. Look at that. Ooh. Getting this tail light on. And we'll tighten that up, and then we will be good to put the cover on. Final coats are clear on the tank. Looking smick, so tank can go back on this afternoon. Rightio guys, so I'm on to making a new cover for the air filter. So what I've done, I've cut out that shape there basically like that. Then I've also cut out this section here, and that's going to basically be about that thick, and then instead of having that bowl, it's going to have a flat top. I've drawn on a couple of sketchy flames that I'm going to B-roll in, and the reason I'm putting some flame on this thing is because my dad's brother that died at age 27, he built choppers and stuff. He was basically a Harley boy, and a really amazing bike builder. So he had flames on a blue Norton chopper that he built with a king and queen seat, and Dad wanted the bike blue because it reminded him of his brother. I think, I'm pretty sure, the favourite bike of his, and then also that bike had flames on it. So I've done the blue, but I've changed it to obviously suit what Dad wants, and now she is all sorted almost. So I painted the white on today. We're not going to do flames on the bike because it's just an overkill in this circumstance for what Dad wants, I think. So I'm trying to keep it a little bit more tame. So what I've done is paint the sides white. We're going to put the flames on the air filter here, so there's still flames. And then I'm getting my mate Shaco's pinstriping to possibly do a bit of a pinstripe on the top of the tank, and then we're going to put Dad wants Butlers Customs on it somewhere. So I thought, well, I'm going to run Butlers Customs in here, and then outline the white, potentially in black or whatever colour we do the pinstriping. Put a little bit of pinstriping on the sides of the tail light there, and a few other little things. So I'm going to get stuck back into this air filter now, knock it out, and then we'll get it painted. Again, I don't know what colour I'm going to do that either. I'll work that out as I go. Probably black, and then I might outline the flames maybe or something. Rightio guys, I am on the tail end of things. I'm so excited. We're nearly ready to give this thing back to my dad. So as you can see here. All right, so we got our bead rolled airbox with the flames in it now. It's fuel time. All back together. Got all lights rewired. Had to throw some resistors in there for the rear indicators and a LED flasher unit. So you can see now in the sun, little flames popping there. Alright guys, so it ran great, but the only thing that I found is I think Dad needs a new clutch. I'll make a few adjustments to the clutch cable that hopefully will fix it, but I'm almost positive that the clutch is on its way out, so that'll have to get replaced. But for now, I'll just make a few adjustments. Hopefully that'll tighten it up a little bit. We'll take it for one more test ride and then we'll do the big reveal. Alright. All right. You got flames in here for Uncle Robert's bike. I made this one. Flames for Uncle Robert's bike. You got a flush mount for your cat mount. So that pops up, unscrew it, put your fuel in. I've dented the sides of the tank in. The tail light now to represent and replicate. This is off a 50s truck, and I blended it into the fender so it looks like a Morris. Yeah. Exactly the same shape as a Morris. You've got no more indicators on here. All of that's been shaved off. Taken all the indicators off. Painted your engine black.
Change those freaking shockies.
You've got smaller shockies on the rear by this half an inch. You've got no more box on the side here now. It's gone.
Oh, the
big ugly.
the nuts, yeah.
The big ugly things. That's gone. Indicators.
That's beautiful.
This tail light was clear. I've airbrushed all this red, so it works as a normal tail light.
Can I get rid of the pipe?
You've got one pipe now, not two.
Two.
Okay. So this used to be a hole here, and just the last part of the exhaust breathed out a little bit of fume, so this has been filled in now, so you've got one pipe.
Where does this pipe go?
Goes down and comes into the bottom and here's the exhaust. Yeah. And I got one of the lines of the flames overlapped, so I had to fucking hammer it all flat, and I had to give him the hand sand a little underneath it, and you got the blue, the yellow, and then as I said, this is beautiful. That's it.
Remember the ones I pinched from the line?
This is why I bought these, I've still got them. So I also, you used to have a chrome bracket come up over the top of the headlight here.
Yeah,
like this.
Yeah.
So I took that off to sort of, you know, tidy up that front end a fair bit. All of this, obviously, and then welded all this into the fender.
Oh, okay.
So basically I
I
had to...
thought the fender was plastic.
No, still.
Is it?
Yeah. So what I had to do, I made this bottom piece on the bench, and then I welded it to the thing, and then I had to drill it all out so all the wires go through this and they're hidden inside of here.
I really like that.
So this was all done with a wooden hammer. So I wooden hammered the shit out of this to get it in there, and then I had to hand sand for 3.5 days to get it smooth, all of this, and like,
Totally different light.
happy with it? Happy. Welcome. Happy birthday.
Make him laugh, make him smile, give him a tickle or something. Cheese!
Alright guys, what did you think? Did you like the build? Did you like the colours? Did you like the style? All that sort of stuff. Leave a comment below. But look, this one was pretty personal build, as you know, being for my dad. Thank you to him. My artistic side and my creative side comes from him over anyone. So my dad has been an artist his entire life. He used to teach art at the TAFE. He used to teach art at art studios. He's worked in art stores. He's been doing art forever. He did art one time for Kudeline, Surf Brand, and other things. And my whole life, all I remember every fortnight is going to Dad's and doing something art related. So it's extremely sentimental in that aspect for me to be able to give a piece of my art to my dad, because over the years he's given me 1,000 pieces of art that he's created. So it felt so nice to give him a piece of me and my artistic creative side. You know, if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't be interested in cars. I wouldn't be interested in bikes and music and all of those things. All of that comes from him. You know, so it was so exciting to be able to do it for him. And we went out for his 70th birthday, on his actual birthday. And because we didn't get to do a big surprise in regards to getting a big reaction out of him and getting a cheeky smile out of him like we normally do on his birthday, when we went out for lunch, when his bike was parked in the car park, we kind of decorated it. And when we were leaving, we sort of took him back to his bike, and you'll see in a little video in a second of what we did, just to get a bit of another reaction out of him. But he loved it. I've got multiple texts from him on a daily basis telling me how he's pulled up on the side of the road and someone's asked him about the color, and they tell him how much they love it. So it's awesome, because this is the first custom thing that my dad has ever owned in my entire life, and I'm 43. So
It's okay.
when I ducked out before to go to the toilet.
When you thought he was having a shit?
Happy birthday. There's your bike. You got to ride it home like that. Oh, flying off. And now you can undo the petrol cap.
with his beds.
It's just so nice to see him have something special, a part of me and my artistic and creative side, as I said, and to be able to do something nice and give back to him, because I can tell you he's done a hell of a lot for us. He's done a hell of a lot for my business as well. Since I started, I've moved shop 4 times, and my dad has always been there, helped me move shops, always had my back, always supported me, bought my first motorbike jacket, bought me my first helmet. So super sentimental, and I'm super grateful to everyone for watching. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope you liked the video. Until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below on what you thought of the build, and we'll see you soon, guys. Take care.